Right, it's 25 past 9 in the morning, Wednesday morning, 15th of December. When I first went back to my employer after being laid off and they said we had to do this, it was almost a deal breaker, but I went along with it, providing it wasn't going to be an all the time thing, you know. And I was able to bear through that much of it, but I didn't like the way I felt in my spirit after I compromised myself to put that over my face. The air thing bothered me, like the prince and power of. And here you're saying you got to cover that up. But I went with it, and as it turned out, it wasn't really enforced all that bad. So I let it ride, but I knew what was coming. I knew step 2 was coming, and I knew step 3 was after that. And I already knew that I wasn't taking any more steps, and that was it. And that was very, very plain to me. My spirit made that very plain, that I had to move along. So I did. There was something about this, and why can't you just spit in something? Because that's not invasive, and this has to be invasive. It has to be. I think it has to be for them to get their desired results. And if you don't do this, then why do you have to continue to do this? Well, for the same reason you're doing this. Something has to get in. That's my feeling based on how my spirit feels when I really think about this. But we just share this part of this article with you from last year. This was from biohackinfo.com, 19th of March 2020. Bill Gates will use microchip implants to fight the boogie flu. All right. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates will launch human implantable capsules that have digital certificates, which can show who has been tested for the boogie flu and who has been basted against it. So let me ask you a question. How is this sensor going to detect who has been tested if there's nothing on the test? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can't talk to some people about what might happen because all they can say is, well, rapture. And that's the end of it. You can't show somebody that there's a Bible change because they'll just say, well, that's impossible. And that's the end of the conversation. So we're dealing with people that, I don't know what's wrong with them, but we're dealing with people that had the same afflictions that we did at one point. We couldn't see and we didn't want to. And I'm not really sure if anybody really knows what that means, come out from among them and be separate. Let me read this. 2 Corinthians chapter 6. These verses are 14 to 18. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness, and what concord hath Christ with Belial, or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel, and what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them. What's that mean? Come out from among them. In thinking? In actions? In everything? Where is this happening? Does anyone know? Come out from among them and be separate. I'm not counting the Amish, okay? Does anyone know? Come out from among them and be separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. And I will be a father unto you, and you will be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. And it's pretty plain to me, you either have light or you don't. Right?